Hi, welcome to Pete's Garage. Today's going to be a little bit of a slow day. Most of my big projects are caught up. Pickup truck's running great, I love it. I might want to do a little bit of work on the AC system with it being summer, but summer's almost over, so it might not matter. The Suburban needs a little bit more work on the speed signal, but I think I've got it narrowed down to a mechanical problem with the speedo gear inside the housing. So once I get that sorted out, I think that'll be fixed. And I'll work on that today too. But right now, it's almost wheeling season. October's coming up really quick, and then desert season is right around the corner. So today I am going to replace all the tie rods in my steering because it's a couple years old and they're pretty well worn out. Jeeping's hard on parts. It's always hard on parts, and tie rod ends are wear items. And then I'll sit down a little bit and kind of talk about where all my projects are and what I have planned next and what my next steps are. I don't have any new cars coming in that I know of, but that could, of course, could always change. But I do have certain things that I want to get done now that most of the stuff is in driver mode. So today, steering. For the rest of the weekend, a little bit of cleaning, catch up on some projects. It'll all be good. So, on to it. So let's talk a little bit about where I am with my projects. The Suburban 8.1 swap is running great, although I have a couple of issues. I think the injectors are running a little rich because I suspect that I put the wrong injectors in there. And I can't get the speed signal to be consistent enough to allow the transmission to shift correctly. I pretty much have that narrowed down to, as I said, in the actual housing. There's a gear that slides into the housing that the speed sensor goes on top of and connects with the little drive shaft. That gear, I believe, is floating on the drive gear on the output shaft because it's supposed to lock in, and that lock has loosened up, and so the gear's just moving, and that's creating an erratic speed signal. And at speed, I think it's walking out and not allowing the speed signal to propagate, and that drops it out of gear. That's not good, and I think I can fix it, but we'll just have to see. Next up on the pickup truck, it's good. The engine's running great, the transmission is shifting great, I've got a couple hundred miles on it now, and it's driving perfect. I've already put new shocks and fixed up the interior and put in the stereo and fixed the power windows and all that, so that's all good. Brakes are good. I would like to try and get the air conditioning working, and I think I know which seal is bad, so I'm going to replace that and see if I can't charge it up. Won't be great, but it should be better. And then I'm kind of on the cusp of what I want to do with it next. The choices are either keep it stock and just kind of clean it up and dress it up and fix some of the body work and maybe repaint that center red stripe. The white's in pretty good shape, but the red is nasty. Or I have thoughts in my head thinking, hey, maybe I should lower it. I want to do, but if I lower it, I don't want to do a mild kit. I want to do 4.6 and probably C-notch the rear and do all that fun stuff. So, I don't know, back and forth. We'll see. Haven't made my decision yet. Whether or not I can get the Suburban to shift properly will be a big deciding factor on the pickup truck, because with a good transmission in there now, the pickup truck is a backup tow rig for my Jeep. Jeep is pretty solid. I'm not really going to do a whole lot to it. It's wheeling really good. It's running really good. I'm just kind of going to do maintenance on the parts that wear out and just enjoy it and use it as a trail rig. It's a lot of fun. Let's see. Not doing anything to daily driver generic Honda. That is just a generic toaster commuter car. It's nothing special, but it does everything I need it to. It's perfect. It seats 4 adults comfortably. It gets really good gas mileage. It gets me back and forth to work. The air conditioning works. It's comfortable. It has enough power to get out of its own way. I don't need any more than that. It's just a car. Nothing fancy. I have no attachment to it whatsoever, other than I gotta have at least one reliable car. So that's kind of where I'm at. You know, if a new project kind of floats by me, who knows? I might pick it up. But for right now, I think I'm pretty solid at 4 cars. Insurance is a bit expensive. So that's where I'm at.